Hey everybody, it's me, Susan Holt. I am an artist. Welcome to Wednesday Live. Let me turn this around a little bit before we get over there and into that stuff so you can see me, sort of see me. So tonight we're going to do a short live, so probably about 10 minutes. As you can see, I have my lovely props already out and about on the table for you. I don't know how many people are going to join me tonight. It is Wednesday. I've had a very long day today, and that's okay. That's why we have Wednesday, is so that you can bring your favorite beverage. I have my water cup over there, and I can do some art. That makes me feel better. You can watch me do some art. That might make you feel better. It's a win-win. I'm going to use your screen name on this one. So, hi, Bernard. Even though I know that's not your real name. I don't know if I want to out you like that. So, welcome. Thank you for joining me tonight. I've got a couple things to go over before we get started. This Friday, which is the 19th, at 6 p.m. right here on my Chaos and Order group, there will be a live show that I will put on, and it's going to be lots of fun. It's going to be a Friday night party. So if you are staying at home and you want something to do, want something to watch, please come and join me. Got a lot of things planned. Going to show you some art. I will be doing the free art giveaway at that point. I'll be doing that drawing, spin the wheel thing. There's an app for that. There's an app for everything these days, which is both really awesome and a little weird. Saturday, I will be here at noon live on Chaos and Order, art by Susan Holt. We'll be doing some different things on Saturday. My bestie Jennifer, who you've met in previous lives, will be here. We're going to be doing a little live one-on-one interview. She's got some questions for me, and we'll also be doing some other things. We'll be doing some show and tell. And then on Sunday, the 21st at noon, and this is all at Arizona time, which right now I think is Mountain Standard Time. Sunday we're going to be doing a studio tour and some other things. I'll probably do another painting for you. I might do some other stuff as well. So please come on over and join me on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is coming up. Yay, team, I think I remembered it all. Okay, so for this evening's live, the second thing, since I did my announcement first, the second thing I would like to do is I would like to teach you how to properly pick up flat pieces of art or art on a canvas. Either way. I'm going to shift this over here. Get my face out of the way. Shift this down a little so you can see what I'm doing. All right. So up first we have a dot painting on paper. This is actually on a postcard blank, and I painted it on there last year. Excuse me. So the best way to pick one of these pieces up is to kind of do it by the edges. We don't want to crunch it. We want to do it two-handed. We want to put one hand underneath for support. I've taken this out of its protective envelope so that you can see without glare, but even if it's in a protective envelope, we don't want to squish the piece. We don't want to fold a corner. You know, picking it up like this is a big no-no. So you can just go both sides, slide the hand under, and do not touch the top. The reason we don't want you to touch the top is a lot of times our hands are dirtier than we think they are. I know that we've kind of learned this over the last 2 years with all the COVID stuff happening. However, sometimes the oils on our hands can get onto the top of the painting or onto the top of the drawing. And especially on paper, it's important that you do not touch the top of it with your hands. The oils from your hands can get on there. They can discolor the paper. They can also attract dirt and dust. So if you have this sitting out, propped up on a shelf somewhere, it can get a lot of the dirt and dust. If you frame this, then that's a whole other show. Well, it's a whole, I'll do that tonight as well. Show you how to pick up a framed piece of art. But it's all kind of the same concept. Don't touch the top, touch the sides, touch the bottom, and you'll be good to go. Do not crush the art. All right, so that is how you pick up a piece of art that is on paper. Next up, we have a piece of art that is on canvas panel. And I will, oops, I forgot to show you. On the back of here, it is a pre-printed postcard. There we go. Sorry, I forgot that. So canvas panel is pretty easy to pick up. You do it the same way, 2 hands on the sides, slide a hand under, and then you have the painting in your hand. Ta-da-da-da! So canvas panel is a harder surface. It's basically archival cardboard with the canvas pressed onto the front. So I have touched this and I will wipe it off before I put it back in its protective sleeve. But paintings, and I know I've sealed this painting, so for me to touch the top of it is not a big deal. But for you at home, for the purchaser, for the collector, if you want to handle these properly, do not grab them this way. Always grab them from the sides. And again, these are a lot more sturdy than regular paper. As you can see, it's probably 1/8 of an inch thick there, maybe 1/16. So it does have some rigidity to it, unlike paper. This happens to be one of my absolute favorite little paintings that I have created, FYI. And it is 5x7. It's called Fantail. I did that back in February. And I know I posted about it, I think a couple days ago, along with some of the other pieces that I think go well with it. All right. Thank you, little Fantail. Now, for canvases, I like to move them the same way. 2 hands, 2 sides, and when I pick them up, I still keep my hand flat. I don't want to grab the canvas stretcher bars. So this canvas is 5/8 of an inch thick. This is the back. You see how it has stretcher bars? That's what these wooden bars are called. Okay. That's what kind of stretches the canvas and holds it all together and gives it this nice depth. When a lot of people grab a canvas, they tend to grab around these stretcher bars. That is the incorrect way to do that, because some people have grabbed canvases and not known their own strength or not known the weakness of the canvas, and they have put their fingers right through the back of the painting. So when you pick up a painting on stretcher bars, you still want to be careful with it. Here's the right way that this goes. So we want to pick it up flat hand, and we still want to handle it a little tenderly. If you do not know how old the canvas is on the back of that painting. Never grab the stretcher bars. Always put your hands flat against the sides or against the bars on the back. Okay. With pieces that are already painted, canvases that are already painted, a lot of times if you push your fingers through like that, the painting for acrylics, the paint will actually bow and the canvas will actually bow, and sometimes it won't go back into place. A lot of times it won't go back into the place. So this is how we avoid that. And if a painting is relatively old, maybe a decade or more, with oils and other kinds of paint than acrylic, it can actually crack the paint and the paint can flake off of the canvas. So to avoid all that damage, keep your hands flat on the sides, keep your hands flat on the bottom, and you should have absolutely no problem handling and picking up a painting. All right. Framed, yes. All right, this is the gorgeous piece that is going to Venice. And as you can see, it's got a nice frame on it, a very simple frame. I am so lucky that my neighbor is actually a master woodworker. And I was on my way to the art supply store yesterday. And I saw him out in his shop in the garage. And I stopped and I said, hey, can you just put a real simple frame around this? I need it wood. I need it, less than a half an inch. And I just really need it on the sides because I have to prepare the back. So he said, sure, I can get it to you tomorrow. I said, perfect. Because at this point, I don't know if the art supply store has the frame I want for it. But my neighbor, who is awesome, has actually offcuts of big furniture pieces he makes. So these little pieces of wood that he has skillfully crafted around this painting are offcuts from a piece of maple furniture that he made last year. He's got this big bin of offcuts. And he says, just tell me when you need another frame and we'll go through the bin and see what I have. So the way you pick up a framed painting is, of course, going to be the same way. Grab it by the sides, lift it, hand underneath on the stretcher bar for support on the bottom, hand underneath on the stretcher bar on the top, fingers flat, and then you can show off your painting. Again, do not grab hold with the claw. That does a lot of damage sometimes. And it's easier to hold a painting this way than by the hanging wire on the back, because I know a lot of paintings do have the wire on the back. This one has it on the back. And when the painting gets big enough or you have to hold a painting for long enough, that wire cuts off the feeling in your fingers, and that's no good. It hurts like heck. So always by the sides, always flat hands, and don't be afraid with framed paintings and paintings on stretcher bars, if you pick it up by the sides, to really kind of push, not hard like the Hulk, but sturdily so you don't drop the painting. I have seen people pick up paintings very gingerly before, and if you're at an outside show, sometimes a gust of wind comes along. If they've knocked it out of it's knocked it out of people's hands. In an indoor space, they've knocked it onto the floor. I've actually got a dent in my floor in the studio here where I knocked something over. Dropped it out of my hand because I was just being a little careless and didn't have a good hold of it. So you want to have a nice sturdy hold. You want to have flat open hands. And if you can, have clean hands. because you don't know if the artist is going to have their paintings shielded from the elements. This is just a little acetate sleeve, and it's actually the one for this piece. That just slips right in there. And for doing outdoor shows or shipping a painting, that is a really good way to protect them from the elements, from the dust, from here in the house. It's from dog and cat dander, and when I have the windows open because it's nice like it is now, from like wood smoke coming in. It's also a great way to protect art from perfumes and colognes. And I know this isn't something that a lot of people think about, but me being a super smeller and having some allergies to perfumes and colognes, and of course to incense, I really hate it when I buy a gorgeous piece of art and I open the box and I can smell or even taste the cologne or perfume or incense or whatever, a candle burning, whatever it was, that the heavy scent in someone's home or studio. So I have to put it in a room that I don't go into to air out for a couple weeks before I can handle it to go get it framed. Take it in the car to go get it framed. So I don't have any of that stinky stuff in my house. And I think that is it for my demo. So, again, thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you. There is a bear waving its arms, saying hi at the bottom of my screen. And it's hilarious. And I cannot see who it's from. So whoever sent that, thank you. You made my evening. I will find you later in the comments and I will thank you there. So this is going to be it for tonight. I'm just going to wrap up really quick. What we covered tonight was... Oh, it's Cousin Tim! Hi, Cousin Tim! So funny story about my cousin Tim. He's not really my cousin. We do have the same last name. And we went through all this genealogy stuff with both of our relatives who do genealogy, and we found out we are no relation whatsoever. But he is my family. He's my chosen family. He is my cousin Tim, and he will always be my cousin Tim. So thanks for joining me, Cousin Tim. So that is it for tonight. Remember to join me Friday night, 6 p.m. Arizona time, Saturday at noon Arizona time, Sunday at noon Arizona time. This weekend, the 19th, 20th, and 21st, there's going to be a lot of interesting things and a lot of fun stuff and to do and things to look at. And I hope you can all join me so that I have a good time too. I love it when people pop in and say hi, like my cousin Tim, like Bernard did earlier. So thank you all for joining me tonight, and I will see you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Have an excellent Thursday, and I will see you soon. Bye.